My name is Foster, and I've been involved with Impact Sports for about the last 3 years now. Well, my family's always been involved with Impact Sports. My brothers have gone on trips before, and so I had an opportunity to go on a trip about 3 years ago to a country in Southeast Asia, and so that's where my first involvement came from. It really was life-changing. You got to see what it was like to experience a persecuted church for the first time and really get to see the gospel change lives and people be dependent on it. And then to actually work with kids in that time in the clinic that we were doing was also amazing. In that short amount of time, the way we were able to touch people and just help the people who are on the ground there really was something great for me. We were also playing a tournament at the time. It was the country we were in and a neighboring country from Southeast Asia, and it was amazing to see the bonds that could form between people who really had no connection, that were just from really two different worlds. This connection that we formed through basketball so quickly. It really changed the course of my life. Before that trip, I had dreams and aspirations of doing medicine whenever I got older. But on that trip, God got a hold of me and I really felt His call into ministry, and it was something that was undeniable in my life, and so it completely changed the direction I was going in. I didn't know where I was going to go in ministry at the time, but I knew I had to be involved in ministry. I didn't have another option. I was looking at other schools at the time. It was really open again because I was focusing on pre-med at the time, but after the trip, it kind of narrowed it down because I needed to have a focus in Christian studies. That would need to be my major. And it was actually pretty crazy that Anderson's recruitment of me really picked up at that time. And then this past summer, after I graduated high school, I had another opportunity to go on a trip with Impact Sports to Southeast Asia again, in a very restricted country. Again, it's just crazy to see the bonds that we were able to form with people in just a few days, 10 days time. Just hosting a clinic and just playing basketball. Again, just the bonds we were able to form and really just like plant some seeds with some believers that were there, and to see them see them push forward in their faith and show them how this can be used to bring God glory, to spread the gospel. I pulled my hamstring about a week and a half before we left for the trip, so I really wasn't able to play in the tournament much. I think I got to play in one game, but even then I was limited. It was great, and the Lord really taught me some patience during that time because I wasn't able to be as involved as I wanted to be, but He taught me how to still work through my shortcomings even in that time, that I didn't have to be out there playing basketball in order to form bonds with these people and still influence them. And it was still great to be able to support the guys on the trip and be able to see them still be able to go out and reach these people through basketball. I feel like in a way the trip being hurt kind of did prepare me this year. I didn't get to play as much as I wanted to, but having already experienced like having to sit behind and just cheer on the other guys was something that actually really helped me this year. I love being able to cheer on the guys. I would love to play, but at the same time, it kind of prepared me for that. But then also just being able to form bonds with people quickly, and like it wasn't necessarily always through basketball that I was able to do it, but just finding something to make a connection to people. The trips really helped me out, even though basketball wasn't necessarily always that. I'm very excited for this summer too to be able to go on another trip to another country in Southeast Asia. I really can't put it into words how thankful I am for this ministry and what it's been able to do, and really how it shaped my life and the direction that I was going, and how the Lord was able to use this ministry to change my life. And I know that I can do that for other people because there's other people that I've met that have had their lives changed with this ministry. It's something that you'll never forget, the experiences that you have on these trips, and something that you will keep with you for the rest of your life. Even if you're someone who can't actually go on the trips because you're past your physical prime or something like that, giving is another way to help out with this ministry. You can be those that even though you're going, you're sending them out. And that's just as important, really, and it's just as necessary for this ministry. Without the donations, without the generous giving of other believers, it's really not possible for this ministry to function, and you're helping spread the kingdom by the giving that you're doing.